Have you ever wondered if Neocolor II crayons could be used for monoprinting? Today I'm sharing a surprising technique where I use them on glass to pull unique prints. Then I'm going to layer mixed media over it for depth and texture, and the process is awesome. Okay, so I got my glass here. I've got my sheet of Paul Rubens watercolor paper hot press there, just as a guide. So right off the bat, we're going to start off with some green. I'm just going to draw on here with this. We're just going to make some marks through here. There's several, at least I found, there's several techniques to making this pretty successful. One is just drawing directly on the plate, which we're doing here. And you want a lot of material on there, so don't be afraid to get in there and get messy. So let's put down some few more marks through here. Something else we can do is come in with a brush. Now this is I think it's a Transin. I don't even know what that is. Just an acrylic multimedia brush. Don't use your watercolor brushes. You want to make sure that they hold too much water, and they will, at least I found that when using it with this, it makes it too wet. And we don't want it wet. We just want it lightly damp so we can move the material around. If we make it too wet, it's going to be really, really, really hard to get moving. So let's come in with a little damp crayon. That's going to make it a little smoother. You're going to get some different marks with a damp crayon than you would with a dry crayon. So play, obviously, is important. I'm being pretty aggressive with this because, you know, it's fun to scribble. Like, really fun to scribble. So something else we can do, I'm going to show you here in a minute, is bring in our palette knife. And of course, you guessed it, we can scrape back in with our palette knife, which I'm going to do through here. And these are the kind of marks, they're very similar to the marks that I normally make, but these are going to come out really cool on the print. So this is one of the reasons why you might want to try this. I know we can draw directly on the paper. I know we have lots of options with the Neocolors on the paper, but it's just another way to use them in a different way. And make sure your plate is dry when you're scratching back in. Otherwise, it'll just smear. It won't work. Okay. One more thing I want to do is... So I cut this tree stamp out from my stencil to make a positive of it. Let's see if I can figure out which way it goes. You can see here I just laid it on top and then drew in the middle and cut out where the branches are. So now it's reversed. I really love that stencil. So I'm just going to come in with a wet Neocolor here. I'm just going to do this top part because it feels very like rocks to me, maybe. I just love this stencil. You guys know I use it all the time. And I don't remember where I got it. It might be a Temu special. I'm going to put some down here, maybe just right through here. I'm just going to put like right through there. Press it down. You don't need a lot of pressure. The glass is not going to absorb anything. And we'll see what we get. Ooh, that's fun. Those are fun marks. Look how fun those marks are. One thing that you can do is if you make a mistake or you need to take something away, just get a wet paper towel. Look how easily that wipes off. You can just wipe it right off. I'm going to get out my paper. Now for the paper, you're going to want to run this under some water and pat it dry, or not dry, but take the excess water off. So we can transfer this to this paper, but you need it to be damp, not wet. Okay, so the paper's been soaked. It's been damp dried. It's barely wet. Okay, so we just put the paper down. I'm going to get out a sheet of deli paper just to make using the Baron a little easier. And we're just going to rub and rub and rub and rub. Usually takes about, I don't know, maybe a minute. You're just going to have to play with it and see. I know I keep saying that, but, you know, it's an experiment. Don't press too hard. You don't want to break your glass. You can use plexiglass for this as well. It's going to work if you have a plexiglass picture frame or something like that, which is where I got this from. I got this sheet of glass from Picture Frame. A little bit more rubbing, and I think we're good. And then we'll see what else we can do with it. I got plans, schemes. Okay. So all of the material is not going to come up, just so you know. But I like this sort of sketchy quality of this. Let me bring you in a little closer for close-up. So here you can really see the marks that we made by scratching back in and putting that stamp down. Really awesome texture that you just can't get. It feels more like a print than a watercolor or crayons. It's light, I know. I wish it were darker. But I kind of like this sort of first layer kind of feel to it, and we can definitely add to it. Okay, clean this off, spray down with water. You could try to print it again. I haven't had much luck with a second print. So I'm not going to do that. So that is that. Clean and done. Okay, let's come back to the stamp again. I really like this section right through here. So I'm just going to roll out some acrylic black paint in that area. Oh, undo that. Oh, Trina. So messy. I'm so messy. Okay. I kind of just want to bring it. Okay, what was my feeling about this? Do I want it to go straight or do I want it to go down? Maybe like, I think I just want it to go like here. Oh, Lord. I tell you what. I'm pretty happy with this stamp, though. Like, I really, it was kind of a pain to cut out, but I think I'm going to use it a lot, I think. That tree is just my favorite. It's my favorite thing ever. Okay. So enough of that. Let's pull this up. Okay, I didn't get really enough paint. Okay, I think I got it this time. I'm just going to put it right through there. Kind of at an angle. Hopefully that other stuff is dried. I probably should have wiped it off. There's no fun in that. There's no fun in that. Okay, that's more what I wanted. That feels like something I would make. Is there a ghost print in there somewhere? Let's put it up here and see. Oh, that's fun. I'm not quite sure I love that, but it is what it is. Okay, here's what we got so far with the matte. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. I think it's kind of fun. But we need some more solid shapes. So let's figure out how we're going to do that. So let's just start making some marks and figure this out. Work our way through it. This is the edge, so we don't want to go over there. That stuff is not important. Yeah, I'm kind of just thinking probably need some, I want some blue, I think, in here. This is the, what is this? Prussian blue. I know there's not a lick of blue on here. Let me get a paintbrush. Oh, that's weird. Oh, because it's acrylic. I forgot. It's probably not dry. Well, that was a bit dramatic. Let me try this real quick. Okay. Always important to check and make sure your surface is dry. But it could be, we can make it work to our advantage, right? I mean, we could just add a little bit of, I need to move this water over here. Some more blue. Simple, really simple. Maybe it's water back there. Feels like water. Maybe that dark part is water. Let's add a bit more of this color in here. And again, I'm not trying to cover up what I did. That is not my intention. I'm trying to bring in some solid areas to just sort of, we got a lot going on, right? There's a lot going on in this. But I might be okay with that. This is going to be a problem. Let's sort that out. Let's just add some of the green over top. Scrape back in. I like that. That makes sense to me now. I think that was a piece of the stamp that got left over. Okay, I'm going to come in with this stamp. I'm just going to put like this mark through here. Okay, that did not work. Ooh, that's good. Okay, I've got some Sahara yellow here on deli paper, Caran d'Ache. I'm gonna use the side of this and see if I can't like make a shape through here. Okay, I'm not sure I like that. Let's scrape back in a little bit. I kind of wanted that color through there. Okay, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Okay, so I've decided I'm going to come in with a little bit of parchment from Liquitex. I do love these marks, but I'm feeling I can't get too precious with it. And that can sometimes happen, is that I don't want to cover things up, but I need something different to change the idea of it. So a little bit of parchment color might give us some grounding. I think that did work. Let's come back in with our palette knife just a little bit. Scrape off a little bit of these marks. You know, that parchment would be perfect if it were transparent. It'd be the perfect color. Okay, I think I want to bring more of that. I know I just took all that away, but I'm going to add more. Okay. Let me look at it with the mat real quick. Yeah, I like that better. I definitely like that better. I think I want more over here, though. Let's put a little bit more of a solid line coming through here. Okay. I think I like that. I was going to put some up there, but I don't think I want to now. Because we can still see the marks that we made with the Caran d'Ache on the plate or the glass. Scraping away is so important, and removing is almost as important as putting things down. What is that? Okay. Let's add some pencil marks. I'm going to do a mark through here. I think I'm going to do like some lines over here. I know this is getting kind of off the paper, but what if we made like a few marks through here? Make some like shapes coming through here. Just to add some visual interest. Everything's so much the same right now. This might shake it up a little bit, maybe. I know it's small, it's minor, but little things like that really add interest to work, I think. Might bring it up a little bit. You can still see what's going on underneath, so we're not really covering everything up. This one really is all about the details, I think. You might want to put like a little bit up here, just to kind of mimic it a little bit. I'm liking the pencil marks. I'm liking it a lot. Okay, I don't want to do too much because, oh, but this is kind of fun over here. Like going over that with pencils, kind of bringing out a little bit of those marks that we made up there. Okay, that's kind of good. It's a good shape too. Okay, let's add some black marks to finish up. I think I want a mark coming through here. Probably not as many black marks as we normally use. There's a lot of marks already. Do I want one coming through here? Maybe, maybe. just like that. I want it coming down. I want to finish it coming down. I think I gave it some good movement. I think that might be all I want to do. I don't know that I want to do, well, actually, what happens if we sort of continue it through here with like our pencil marks were? Just a little bit. Oh, I like that. That's fun. Might need a little bit more through there. Okay, that's good. Okay, so here it is with the mat. I think I'm done now. I think it feels done to me. I really like how we started with the Caran dash on the glass transfer. I think that was really successful. I really like the stamp that we put on there as well. Just as sort of these hints of shapes down here. Love the darker stamp again. The tree stamp with the dark bold through there is really fun. I maybe should have continued it down, but I kind of like how stark it is, almost like a cliff. I did add some white back here because I kind of wanted to tone that down a little bit. I thought it was too blue, and there's really not more blue anywhere in the piece. I probably should have added more, but I didn't think it was going to work. Love the pencil marks over the scratch back acrylic areas. And I think that parchment did something really fabulous through there. Love the pencil marks down here and the little bit of lino cut we did over here and over here. I think it's really well balanced. It's a little messy, but I don't hate it. I absolutely don't hate it. I think it has some fun little pockets of texture and lines that you just aren't going to be able to get with just painting. So it's a really fun way to get different types of marks. So I'm very pleased with it. Okay, so don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Is this something you would try? We're definitely going to play around with this some more. I have a few more ideas on how to make it a little bit more dynamic, but I don't want to overwhelm everybody by throwing everything in here all at once. So we'll do another video because we can do that. And I will see you next week with another video. Thanks so much. Bye.